Think for a moment about all the names you answer to. Your actual name, your job title, parent, leader, teacher, success, failure, victim, survivor, strong, weak, good enough, not good enough. Throughout all our lives, we collect names and labels. Some are given to us by other people. Some come from our roles. And some are created by experiences. But today's lesson asks a deeper question. What if none of those names tell the truth about who you are? Lesson 203 says, I call upon God's name and on my own. This is not simply a lesson about repeating a spiritual phrase. It's an invitation to remember the identity you shared with God before you accepted every other label. And when you remember that identity, fear begins to lose its hold. Let's explore why. Every label carries a story. When you call yourself a failure, you carry the story of what went wrong. When you call yourself rejected, you carry the story of who did not choose you. When you call yourself successful, you may carry the fear that you must constantly prove or protect that success. Even positive labels can become fragile identities, because anything the world gives you, the world can appear to take away. Your position can change, your relationships can change, your body can change, your reputation can change, your circumstances can also change. And when your identity is attached to those things, every change feels like a threat. But A Course in Miracles tells us that our true identity was not created by the world. And because the world did not create it, the world cannot change it. God's name represents perfect love, perfect wholeness, perfect innocence and unity. And because you remain as God created you, that name also reveals the truth about you. Calling upon God's name is therefore not calling upon something distant. It's remembering the love from which you have never been separated. And calling upon your own true nature, your own name, means releasing every identity the ego has tried to place between you and that love. The ego gives us many names. It says, you are what happened to you. You are what you accomplished. You are what you failed to accomplish. You are your body. You are your mistakes. You are fear. You are the opinion someone formed about you. But the Holy Spirit offers one correction. None of those things can change what God created. That does not mean your human experiences do not matter. It means that they do not define your eternal identity. You may experience sadness, but you are not sadness. You may experience fear, but you are not fear. You may make mistakes, but you are not a mistake. You may feel rejected, but rejection cannot alter your worth. This distinction is powerful. Instead of saying, I am anxious, you might say, I am experiencing anxiety. Instead of saying, I am a failure, you might say, something did not happen the way I hoped. Instead of saying, I am broken, you might say, I am experiencing pain, but my true identity remains whole. This is not denial. It is the refusal to turn a temporary experience into a permanent identity. So let's apply today this lesson through the Metatransformation Method. So remember, step 1, recognize the trigger. Notice any moment today when you define yourself by what is happening. Perhaps you received criticism and immediately think, I'm not good enough. Perhaps someone does not respond to you and you think, I am unimportant. Because you make a mistake and think, I always ruin everything. Do not judge yourself for having the thought. Simply recognize it. Say, I have attached a false name to myself. Awareness interrupts identification. Step 2, regulate the nervous system. So take one slow, deep breath. Just relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax the tension in your face. feel your feet beneath you, then quietly say, this experience is not my true identity. You're not trying to force the emotion away. You are creating enough inner space to see it differently. Step 3, reveal the ego's story. So ask yourself, what name am I calling myself right now? Am I calling myself a failure, unwanted, weak, unlovable, powerless, too old, too young? Really just decide what you want to call yourself. What is your name? If you started with I am, how would you complete that sentence? And now, speak from that place, that new identity. That identity is truly who you are. You are not the sum total of your experiences. You're way more than that. So fill yourself. Fill yourself with love. And be that love. Extend that love. That is the name of God. So call upon it. That is also your name. That's lesson 203. Don't forget to like and subscribe to these videos and comment below which label are you ready to let go of and which new identity are you willing to finally accept. We'll see you next time for lesson 204.